Welcome to Almaty, a beautiful city in Kazakhstan where the mountains are tall and the forests smell like pine trees. This is where our adventure begins. Meet Sara, a Kazakh-Dutch girl full of joy. She's 9 years old, brave, curious, and always ready to lead the way. And this is Leila. She's 11, Sara's big sister, and also her very best friend. Leila is careful, smart, and kind. They're not just sisters, they're a best friends team. Sara brings the big ideas, road for, and Leila makes sure they stay safe. Together, they explore the world and go on magical adventures. Today, we begin with episode 1, The Whispering Forest. One sunny Sunday afternoon, Sara clapped her hands and said, "Leila, let's go to the mountains and make flower bouquets for the family." Leila smiled. "Yes, but we take water, and we stay close to the path." Sara agreed. They packed their backpacks with water, fruit, and candy, and off they went. After about 30 minutes of walking, they began to climb the mountain, following a little hiking path. Birds sang above them, sunlight sparkled through the leaves, and many people were out enjoying the beautiful day. They picked pink, red, and yellow flowers. Their basket began to look like a little rainbow. Then Sara pointed to a higher spot. "Look, even prettier flowers up there." Leila took a breath. "Okay, but we stay together, and we watch where we step. We don't want to slip." The path grew quieter, the shadows grew longer, and then, crunch. "Did you hear that?" Sara whispered. "Yes," Leila whispered back. "Something is following us. Maybe it's a squirrel with very loud feet?" Sara giggled nervously. Leila gave a tiny laugh too. They stepped into a strange clearing they'd never seen before. The air felt sparkly. In the middle stood a circle of golden mushrooms, shining like tiny umbrellas. Sara ran over and bent down. "They look yummy." "Wait," Leila said firmly. "We never eat mushrooms from the forest. Some can be dangerous." "You're right," said Sara. "They might be poisonous." Then a soft voice floated through the air. "Sara, Leila." A tiny fairy appeared. She wore a green dress, and her hair looked like silver grass. She smiled kindly. "Thank you for being careful. That is the first rule of the Whispering Forest." She touched the mushrooms. "These are magic and safe because I made them safe. The forest needs help." Sara stood tall. "We'll help," Leila nodded. "We promise to use kindness." They each took a tiny bite of a magic mushroom. And suddenly, finally, someone can understand me. A squirrel waved its tiny paws. "Emergency! My winter nuts are missing, and my little brothers are hungry." Sara and Leila were surprised. They could understand the squirrel. "Lead the way," said Sara. "Wait for us," said Leila. "We're coming." They followed tiny footprints through the forest. "These aren't squirrel prints," said Leila. "Let's follow them anyway," said Sara. A little hedgehog waddled out from behind a bush. "I'm sorry," he sniffed. "I borrowed food. I was so hungry and tired." "We can solve this," said Sara. Leila handed him berries from their basket. "Here, eat first, then we'll find you some water." Just then, an owl swooped down. "Girls, the stream is blocked. Everyone is thirsty." They ran to the stream. Branches and trash were clogging the water. Leila frowned. "That's not good." "We'll clean it," said Sara. Leila tied the trash bags together with ribbon so they could carry everything out. Slowly, the water began to flow again, gurgling like it was laughing. Animals gathered to drink. The forest felt alive again. The fairy returned, her voice soft and kind. "You wondered how you found the mushrooms? It was me. I guided you there because your hearts are kind." Sara and Leila said together, "We'll always be careful and we'll always help." The fairy smiled and disappeared into the trees. And the animals? They guided Sara and Leila back down the mountain path, all the way home. From that day on, Sara and Leila could always talk to animals, and very soon, they'll go on another magical adventure.